I'm sorry the thing had to cut off last video. I wasn't done talking. My computer was having technical issues. I was trying to click on one thing and hit the stop button by accident. So, let's continue. I was talking basically last time that Bobby Drake's parents last appeared. They last appeared a few years prior to this in Astonishing X-Men 65. That was the last time they physically appeared. Because they didn't really appear very much in comics per se. Not really. After appearing in the Becca feature for X-Men back in the late 60s, they appeared in Defenders. Defenders issue 183. Appeared in, of course, William Drake appeared in 3 out of the 4 issues of the first line for Iceman. A handful of Uncanny X-Men issues 289, 290, 308, 319, 340, X-Men Volume 258, 65, X-Men 15, the Children of the Atom mini series, the opening issue of X-Men Forever number 1, which was released in 2000. Issue 9 of X-Men Limited. X-Men Origins Iceman, appearing in 2 issues of Astonishing X, which focused a lot on Bobby Drake. Yep, who became a bad guy in the 2-parter. And after that, no one saw the Drakes again until this very book, which came out roughly 4 years after their last appearance. Now, was there anything for Bobby's mom? The answer is yes. Yes, indeed. It was definitely the same case. So, that thinks basically that being immune can turn on off. He's always mutant. So, and then a purifier attacks the hospital, and of course Bobby Drake basically suits up, battles him, and of course they do ask him, like, you got a new girlfriend these days? Well, he doesn't go into it a little bit later. Then he has to leave, because they had this agreement, and then the very next issue, okay, this is something, Bobby Drake being an instructor at the Xavier Institute. Okay, a bit of explanation for this. This came out, like I said, 2017. If you're curious, where was the X Institute? Was it in Sam Center at this point? No, it was not. This actually was in, I kid you not, Central Park. Yes, this is something that was established right after the events of I think it was Humans vs. X-Men. Yeah, they were out of limbo, so they decided to set up shop here. He became a teacher. And he meets up with his ex-girlfriend, Kitty Pryde, who was the leader of the X at this point in time. Yeah, she's a leader. For about 2 years. And then she had then she was removed for some reason. I thought her being a leader of the X was a really cool idea, something original. And then it went back to Cyclops because he's back. Yes. So, by the way, he refers to her as his favorite ex-girlfriend. Probably because she was the last girlfriend he dated. And they go on a little adventure together. To say a mutant here. And of course he does his whole, like, make multiple Icemen, which is a really cool effect he can do. And then, of course, the very next issue. Then, of course, Bobby visits. By the way, it's mentioned that in the first issue that his parents sold their original house, and apparently it was getting too big for them. Then, of course, he visits, and of course, mentioned all these pictures. He was in high school. He mentioned about his CPA license. Okay, there is been an explanation for that. Those of you curious, saying this, like, Iceman was an accountant? Yeah, he is. He's still a licensed accountant. He hasn't practiced in years because he's a superhero. He actually got it. Believe it or not, he became a CPA between New Defenders and X Factor. That's when he became an accountant. As a matter of fact, when you read that opening issue of X Factor, he is basically quitting working for a CPA firm. But yeah, so they chat once again about him passing a girlfriend, and then, of course, the place is shut up. by more purifiers, which of course, well, they take him out. Of course, Ice takes out by himself. He, of course, ran his parents, obviously. And of course, Bobby, I think he does fix his parents' house despite being damaged by the purifiers. This is X, so like everything is all fine. Then Bobby's friends show up, which is one of those Glob, Noel, and there's a couple others show up here in issue 3 to say hello to Bobby's parents. There's Glob, Noel, Colossus. Yeah, it was just Glob, Noel, and Colossus, basically. They had show up here. And, of course, they help out, of course. And then issue 4. Oh, boy, issue 4. So we see Kitty, basically, just early in the morning, giving herself a workout, probably go out for a run. And then, of course, Bobby's invited to a ball in Greenwich Village. Then he just whisks his way through the back. And then, of course, someone taps over and says, "Hi, Snowflake. May I have this dance?" And it's Daken. Of course it's Daken. By the way, while they're dancing, Daken attempts to kiss him. Because, of course, basically, he's gay. Well, Daken is bisexual. Him, I don't mind him being like this because he's been like this for years. So, him, I don't have a problem with it. Iceman, I have a huge issue with it because the guy's been straight for years. And there was a very obscure issue of Bizarre Avengers that implied like he was gay. Like, oh, we established it right here, he was gay. I think he was admiring him. I don't think this guy was in love with him. Nope. Yep. And of course, Ice freezes his hands. He walks off. By the way, he says he has his student, because he wants to see her. So we have Iceman versus Daken. That's why Daken was a bad guy, not anti-hero like nowadays. So, up yours, Daken. Yep. And then he's taking out the book. Yeah, and then basically at the end of the 4th issue of the book, Bobby reveals to his parents that he's gay. Which, of course, basically and then they also have the next issue where Juggernaut shows up. Oh, and his parents are not happy with this at all. Because, of course, they wanted grandchildren, and he wants to touch guys. Yeah. Here's what you hear me. We give us now. Now give us grandkids. You want to touch other men. You're never gonna leave this stupid school. Grow up, have your own life. What is Robert Jigger raise? Our son dead. Yeah. From what I can tell, this is a reaction that I don't know how this is in real life, where someone reveals basically they're not straight. I'm a straight guy. I like ladies. So, yeah, then we have the one who Eben Sabanor, aka Kid Apocalypse. Yeah, a little fun thing there. And then, of course, basically Bobby sent out to fight the Juggernaut. And then, of course, Kitty shows up and gives him a letter to explain his feelings. And, well, then, of course, Farsight is behind and basically just... Apparently he accepts the fact he's gay and walks off. I still hate the fact he's gay because it was a dumb idea. One of the most dumb decisions basically Mario did with the character. And by the way, does he get a boyfriend? Not really. I've never heard any time basically where up until Kokoro that he actually had a boyfriend. I would have thought though when Kokoro happened they would have basically undid this. Nope, they did not. Hickman chose to keep this and have him date Christian Frost, Emma Frost's brother. Yes, I like the artwork. The artwork in these issues are so bizarre, to say the least. Yes, we have his parents like these huge faces. Like, what the heck? Iceman looks fine. But if we want to get a rating for Iceman Volume 1, which, Iceman Volume 1 Thawing Out, I'm going to give it a... I get the artwork. Here's a shocker for you. I give the artwork a 7.75 out of 10. I wasn't really a big fan of it. The writing here, it's okay. Overall, I give the book a 7. I like the Hellfire Gala book better. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and turn the dislike button. Next up, we have No Comic Corner. Hopefully, I don't basically accidentally cut this out again. Okay? Next view. Bye.